fans, the countdown is on. It's just 6 days away, the debut of World Fighting Showcase. Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Championship Wrestling Connection. I'm your host, Matt McCormick, alongside my good friend and partner, former WWE World Tag Team Champion and former WWE Head Trainer, Dr. Tom Pritchard. Dr. Tom, we have been waiting and waiting and waiting, 6 days away from the debut of World Fighting Showcase.
6 days away, you still have time to get your tickets at WeFightStrong.com, low as $10. I cannot wait. This is an event we've been waiting for. World Fighting Showcase is finally going to be here in 6 days, Matt.
Absolutely. 6 days from today at the Bluefield Auditorium. Professional wrestling in Southern West Virginia, professional wrestling as a whole will be changed forever. A new brand, a new era, and we are so excited to bring it to you. Dr. Tom, we've talked about some of the competitors. We've talked about the production. We've talked about the possibility of the fans choosing the outcome. The fans might choose a champion in World Fighting Showcase with the ultimate decision room.
There's no doubt about the fact that the fans are going to be involved heavily in World Fighting Showcase. We care about the fans' opinions. We care about what the fans want to see. But what I care about most, I have to tell you, Matt, is the competitors that are coming to World Fighting Showcase to prove themselves, if you will, to show that they can combine entertainment with reality. I mean, let me ask you this. You have a guy like Cameron Cade, a young man who is obviously known for his skills in the ring. He works out. He looks great. The little girls go crazy for him, from what I understand. He's coming to Bluefield. But what happens if he gets matched up against a guy like Lance Erickson, a veteran of the mat wars, who doesn't mind mixing it up, who's been through those pitfalls, who's wrestled those hard matches? I mean, you got a lot of combinations there that could really be intriguing. Jason Kincaid, Bruce Gray, Ron Mathis. I mean, there are competitors coming to Bluefield on July 11th in just 6 days.
Absolutely.
That you, the fans, don't want to miss because they're intriguing. They're different. They're odd. They're people that you may not ever think you might see in a wrestling match.
You brought up a great point, Dr. Tom, in that, say you had a Lance Erickson against a Cameron Cade. What if there's no winner? What if it's a count out? What if it's a disqualification? Then the fate of those two competitors is placed into the fans, your hands.
Now can you imagine a guy like Lance Erickson and Cameron Cade going to a draw, let's say, and it's the fans who choose Cameron Cade over Lance? How do you think Lance is going to feel? I mean, Cameron Cade may be a capable competitor, but at the same time, Lance Erickson, over 20 years in professional wrestling, getting chosen over a rookie? That's almost unheard of.
And it can happen in World Fighting Showcase. 6 days away from the debut at the Bluefield Auditorium. WeFightStrong.com. Folks, don't wait in line. Don't wait to get your tickets on Saturday, July 11th. Get them now. WeFightStrong.com. Tickets as low as $10. That's an unbelievable value for what we are bringing to the Bluefield Auditorium. Let's continue our look, Dr. Tom, into the lives, into the brains of these competitors that we're bringing to World Fighting Showcase. Take a look, folks.
I'm Lance Erickson, and I fight strong.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Bruce Gray, and I fight strong. You want to see me fight strong? July 11th, I'll be at the Bluefield Auditorium, Bluefield, West Virginia. The night World Fighting Showcase presents Revolution. That night, I revolt.
Taunting kick. Williams answers back. Again.
Behind Aaron here. He's going to need more of the crowd cheering his name.
Gutter biding his time. Attempting to take astonishing Aaron Williams apart piece by piece.
He's been pretty successful so far.
Aaron Williams fights out. Couple of hard shots will reset Gutter.
That's another thing I've been on the ring though. Aaron's kicks.
Gutter reverses the Irish whip.
He can kick just as hard as anyone.
Oh!
I think Aaron was going for a head scissors out of the corner there.
Two hands.
Gutter has something else in mind. Dropping right on his face. Again, landing on your chest like that to take all the air out of you.
Gutter very clever for all his self-control. He is very much in control of this match at this time. Gutter with submission leg lock locked in.
the variation on head scissors that hold the arm so Aaron can try and fight out there.
The utterly insane Gutter is reported to be very tactful, very mindful of where he is in the ring and what he can use to his advantage.
Aaron's doing a smart thing here. He's staying moving. Up. Flips out into a crossface.
What a counter by Aaron Williams.
It's a big counter. He did that. That was a survival counter. Because if he didn't hit that, he wasn't staying in this match.
Gutter looks to get the rope break. Referee starts the count on Aaron Williams. Aaron Williams releases the hold. Opportunity.
Right to the chest again. Just taking the breath out of him.
Opportunity knocks. Gutter kicks.
Gutter goes to the line. Hard right. Hard forearm.
Spinning tornado punch. Follows it up with an...
Rob Mathis, and I fight strong. Greetings, grappling fans! I don't know if you know this, I don't know if you know this, but the most heart-stopping, jaw-dropping, eye-popping, high-flying, death-defying, awe-inspiring grappler in the world today, Jason the Gift Kincaid, comes to World Fighting Showcase July 11th at the Bluefield Auditorium, Bluefield, West Virginia, and you can find your tickets at WeFightStrong.com.
Throughout history, every generation needs a revolution.
The most important kind of freedom is to be exactly who you really are.
You surrender your reality for a role.
But it's better to die for your freedom than to be a prisoner all the days of your life.
The first duty of the man is to think for himself, to change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. All revolutions are until they happen. Then they are just historical inevitabilities. I am the revolution. I am the revolution.
We are the revolution. We fight strong.
My name is Bruce Gray, and I fight strong.
July 11th. The Reaper, Connard, comes to Bluefield, West Virginia for World Fighting Showcase presents Revolution. And the world of professional grappling will never be the same once the embodiment of death enters the ring. And you can get your tickets to see that at WeFightStrong.com.
not quite getting the opportunity to catch up, figure out where he's at.
Jake tells us that was 2.
Aaron Williams misses with a big kick.
For a German, he blocks. Back suplex. Hands on his feet. He's just nimble.
Williams showing some great agility.
Wow. Standing mafia kick right to Gutter's head.
What a shot. Williams. Wow. Standing drop suplex. Takes incredible power.
I couldn't tell from where we're sitting. It looked like he might have dropped him right over his knee.
Williams looking to draw the support of this hot crowd tonight here in Lima, Ohio.
Uh-oh. He's taking the kick pad off. He's looking to do some damage.
Gutter. Oh! Down, buries his face in that canvas, and somehow astonishing Aaron Williams manages to astonish everybody and kick out of that.
I'm not sure what he calls that move, but it was definitely effective. He's not effective enough.
Gutter lining up the shot.
You can't do this with a guy like that. Because all he's doing right now is thinking about how he's going to get out of this.
That's a good way to get out of it. Aaron Williams just in time with that big boot. Gutter's not having any of it.
Just fell right onto his chest again. Got a pump handle half Nelson combo.
Whoa! Whoa! Gutter with an impressive display of athleticism himself.
I told you, Gutter is a new man.
Gutter drawing the ire of the War fans. Crossface.
It's a Border City stretch.
Feel that stretch in your scapula, your clavicle.
More than anything, again, it's hard to breathe when you've got some of these arms wrapped around your head. Aaron's working his way up.
Aaron kicks his way out. Shaking away the cobwebs. And misses with the kick. Follows it up with some clubbing forearms. And then
Don't
the
forget,
kick.
he did not have a kick pad on that foot. You can tell by just how hard Gutter fell from that. Aaron should be pinning him right here.
Kick heard round the room. Aaron Williams looking to drum up some support from these fans. Looks like he's going to the top. He's all the way up. Gutter makes his way up, rolls out of the way.
Look for a double stomp. Gutter got out of the way. Let it go into the corner, up and over. Over the gut. Gutter looking for here. Flips in, goes for the sunset flip.
Loses those reps his advantage. Oh, look at that. Astonishing Aaron Williams. That's the pin. The three counts with unsuspecting Gutter. Caught by surprise, and that is not easy to do.
Gutter's got nothing to be ashamed of there. He went for it with the sunset into the ring. He just didn't have enough momentum. Aaron dropped down a little delay.
Scores looking to be settled, and I believe this will not be the last we see of Gutter and astonishing
I like the look of
Aaron
Gutter's eyes.
Williams.
You know,
Gutter with some coast smash antics. Holy cow!
Gutter drilling right there.
Driller is right, sent him halfway to China with that one.
Gutter may have lost the match, but he's making a statement right there.
Astonishing Aaron Williams, defenseless, helpless. official Clemens unable to do anything.
Jake's doing the best thing he can right now. He's staying out of the way. Oh, Aaron laid him out.
Blocked by that steel chair.
Aaron is out like a light.
Anything in Dutter's hands can be a weapon, and the steel chair.
Security needs to get in there and help. Jake needs to practice some referees in the back. It just doesn't look good for
Security? Are you kidding? I don't think security gets paid enough to deal with the likes of Gutter.
They had no problem getting involved in my match anymore.
Oh, another chair shot to the cranium. Gutter with some choice words warning Aaron Williams to stay down. Probably the best advice Aaron Williams has been given this evening.
World Fighting Showcase coming to Bluefield, West Virginia, July 11th, right there at the Bluefield Auditorium. Bam Bam will be in the house, causing havoc as always. If you want your tickets, go to WeFightStrong.com. Be there.
I'm Jason Kincaid, and I fight strong.
Throughout history, every generation needs a revolution.
The most important kind of freedom is to be exactly who you really are.
You surrender your reality for a role.
But it's better to die for your freedom than to be a prisoner all the days of your life.
The first duty of the man is to think for himself, to change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete.
All revolutions are until they happen. Then they are just historical inevitabilities.
I am
the revolution.
I am the revolution.
We are the revolution. We fight strong.
World Fighting Showcase. Bam Bam Lance Erickson. Coming July 11th to the Bluefield Auditorium right there in Bluefield, West Virginia. Let me tell you something, everybody out there. I've always been held back. Not been able to say what I want to say or do what I want to do. Guess what? The promotion, the TV, nobody's holding back. Bam Bam owns this place. To all the boys in the back and to everybody around, this is my promotion. World Fighting Showcase. What a better place. To showcase my grappling skills against everybody and show everybody out there why Lance Erickson should have always been the champ. See you July 11th.
Hey guys, Matt McCormick here with WWE Hall of Famer, professional wrestling legend, Roddy Piper. Thank you so much for joining us, Roddy. How are you today?
Have a box of stuff.
Say that 10 times.
I can't do
So we're in Knoxville at Fanboy Expo 2015. Roddy, how often are you getting out and doing the conventions?
Not so much, not as much as I would like to. It's come a time in my career where I want to stay home more. But I also, I'm a guy with a sword in my hand. I ain't rocking. So I got a movie that I'm going to do, and I just been commissioned to write another book for Brandon House.
When you're doing the conventions and the Q&As, what's the number one thing that's asked most of you by the fans when they come up to you? Or what's maybe the top memory?
Was that a real coconut?
And was it a real coconut?
Yeah, I don't know where he's getting. I don't know, Safeway. Man. It was in Allentown or Harrisburg. I don't have no coconut shops in Harrisburg. Did I hit him as hard as I could? And his eyes rolled. Thought I killed him. What else? What did they ask me about? Why did you paint yourself half black?
Why did you paint yourself?
This is the truth. I was walking down the hall, and Vince said, "All right." And I went into a room, and there was Pat Patterson, Bad News Brown, and Vince. You could have cut the air with a knife. I don't know what's going on, but Vince says, "I want you to wrestle Bad News Brown." Wrestle me. And then there's this pause, and I'm looking at Bad News. And what's going through my head is Bad News is, Olympic people. They don't give them away. As a professional wrestler, he was solid, but he was a little flatline. And I'm looking going, I got 100 interviews. What am I doing? And I turned to Vince and I said, I'm going to paint myself half black. Vince looked at me and swear to God and said, I love you. Nothing to do with race. I just needed something to talk about on the night. That's why I did it, yeah. And then Andre the Giant threw the solution out. I was in Toronto. And so I was half black and hung over when I woke up. And I had a 4-foot Mickey Mouse. And I had to go from Toronto, Canada, to Portland, Oregon, to Chicago, half black. And they do get out of your way.
Well, listen, one more thing before we go. Okay. We're going to see a good friend of yours at the end of this month. Just wanted to know if you had anything that you wanted us to share with Ric Flair.
Well, what do you think? I love him. I love Ric Flair. You know what? He's a consummate pro. He always had fresh suits with him. He would come around. He was always Class A presentation and a credit to any sport, but especially professional wrestling.
Roddy, we love you. Thanks,
Thank you.
Thanks for taking
we
time
fight
to talk.
strong.
Yeah, we fight strong.
We fight strong.
Roddy Piper. Thanks again.
You
Saturday, July 11th, 6 days away. We're talking about the debut of World Fighting Showcase at the Bluefield Auditorium. WeFightStrong.com. Tickets as low as $10. Dr. Tom, can you believe we are 6 days away from the biggest change in professional wrestling history?
Every week we've been counting down. Every week we've been anticipating the competitors. Every week we have been waiting for the opportunity to come to Bluefield, West Virginia. And in 6 days, Saturday, July the 11th, we will have the opportunity to prove World Fighting Showcase is brand new. It's a brand new concept, not necessarily inventing the wheel, but it's going to be on a brand new chassis. And we want everyone, all the wrestling fans of Bluefield, West Virginia, to come out and watch and see World Fighting Showcase and see the competitors who are coming to this new company to prove that reality can meet entertainment, and it'll be a show like never before. It's kind of like Wrestlers on Ice or a Broadway show, but they ain't going to be on ice, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to be in the ring, man on man, man versus man in professional wrestling's finest.
Absolutely, and we don't want you to wait until Saturday to get your tickets. Go get your tickets right now. WeFightStrong.com. You don't have to wait in line. You can do it from the comfort of your own living room. WeFightStrong.com. Tickets starting at $10. What an unbelievable value, Dr. Tom, for what they're going to see Saturday at the Bluefield Auditorium.
No doubt about it. Competitors from all corners of the United States coming to Bluefield to show one more time that they are professional wrestlers. Not necessarily sports entertainers, but at the same time bringing the reality of their life to entertainment and combining it. So will it be sports entertainment, professional wrestling combined? I believe so, and it's going to be a show like never before and never been seen in Bluefield, West Virginia.
Professional wrestling fans, never before have you had such an opportunity to take control of a wrestling show yourself. like you do with the Ultimate Decision in World Fighting Showcase. Dr. Tom, this is unbelievable. We're talking about the fans deciding the outcomes in just 6 days at the Bluefield Auditorium.
Well, that's only if it's a disqualification or if it's a draw, and that means that you have the opportunity. But I got to say again, Saturday's July the 11th, 6 days away, you will have the opportunity to see not only some of the greatest competitors in the United States, but you'll get to see the production value. You get to see World Fighting Showcase, and then you make the decision whether you'd like to come and see the best in professional wrestling.
Folks, we've been talking about it week after week. It is here, 6 days away. The next time we talk to you, the first event will have already happened in World Fighting Showcase, Saturday, July 11th, Bluefield, West Virginia at the Bluefield Auditorium, 7 o'clock p.m. bell time. WeFightStrong.com. Get your tickets there. Don't wait till Saturday, folks. You're going to be standing in line. We want you to get your tickets, walk into that arena, and see something like you've never seen before. The ring, the lights, the smoke, the camera, and, of course, the action. World Fighting Showcase, like Dr. Thomas said many times over the last few weeks, has something for everyone, but again, something that you've never seen before. That does it for this week on Championship Wrestling Connection. Again, I'm your host, Matt McCormick, for the good doctor, Dr. Tom Pritchard. We are so excited. We cannot wait to see you folks in Bluefield 6 days away. World Fighting Showcase. Until next week, have a great week, folks.
Throughout history, every generation needs a revolution.
The most important kind of freedom is to be exactly who you really are.
You surrender your reality for a role.
But it's better to die for your freedom than to be a prisoner all the days of your life.
The first duty of the man is to think for himself, to change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete.
All revolutions are until they happen. Then they are just historical inevitabilities.
I am
the revolution.
I am the revolution.
We are the revolution. We fight strong.